Wife Med, tell her to calm down. She'll be a man.
Women, be honest. How many of you believe, by round of applause, that men actually want to get married?
1 billion, gajillion, fifillion, shabadoo.
And yet you force us to do it without shame or regret, and the pimpier shit you do is you convince us it's our idea and that you're doing us a favor. So you see these goofballs online like, baby, we may be the happiest man on earth by doing the thing that only you want to do. Whenever I see the hashtag she said yes, I feel like it should say hashtag me too. Now.
The devil spoke to the woman. He didn't talk to the man.
Yeah.
The idle mind. That's why all this is in their head. A woman ruin marriages because what's in their head. The devil stay playing in their head. You have a closer relationship to God. She have a way closer relationship to the devil. That's why he speaks to her. That's why it's important for a woman to have the right kind of man to have a God. Other than that, the devil gonna stay playing in her head.
Way to do that, to communicate with the masses, is to talk to women like they are fucking idiots. And we use a specific language. You've seen it. You've seen it in gift shops. You've seen it on thank you cards. You've seen it on empowerment bags. You've seen this pejorative, infantilized, I call it glitter speak. You've seen it splayed across RBG toast and Michelle Obama on a unicorn wine bottles. You've seen this language. Yes, sassy. Sassy AF, work queen, yes girl, twerk it mama, rose all day, fit with 3 C's, working and twerking, not an entrepreneur, a she entrepreneur, not a boss, cause it's different than a regular boss, like a boy. Boss, yes, twerk queen mama, thick raccoon, do it all day, bubblegum mama thing. Yes queen, work bitch, slay all day mama, they stole this language from black trans drag queens and made it their own to sell you pencil bags.
That is correct. I put it in the air. In the air.
Who is this language good for? I don't want that. I don't want to be a boss. I don't want to be. That's not nice. I want to be regular boss. You would be horrified if someone used this language in real life. So I don't understand why we think it's okay to just write it on everything. You'd be horrified, girls, if you were at work and your male boss went up to your male coworker and was like, Tom, good job, keep it up, cowboy style. Ooh,
How about new?
He turned to you and was like, and to you, she Keep it up, thick-ass glitter queen. Yes, mama. Working and twerking on the weekend. Keep rewriting herstory, not history, right? You thick, juicy, empowered.
Every man that a woman done slept with ain't been no supermodel. Huh? Every woman in here done had a Mr. Nelson in their life. Yeah, one of them old men that fixed. One of them old men that fixed cars and HVAC units. And 1 year your transmission went out on your Nissan. He caught your ass. Your senior year in college, you ain't had no money for this shit. Oh man, every time you come in the shop, he got a leg propped up on something. Cause he gotta let that thing breathe. You can see a thing through the paint. Every time he talking, he just tapping it. Hey, baby. You said your transmission went out. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hear that? He rubbing it now. I can't believe that a Nissan transmission went out on you. And you was a good car. Mr. Nelson knew you didn't have no money for this transmission. So now he's throwing an option at you. Now let me tell you. Now I ain't trying to tell you what to do. But if you go down to the dealership, it's gonna be about $3,800. But I got one in the back. Now I ain't trying to tell you what to do. I can put it in there and have it for you by Thursday evening. If it can remember. You know, I'm just saying, if you look out for me, now I ain't trying to tell you what to do, I'm just saying. If you go to dealership, it's gonna be about $3,800. But I can run mom. You know, picking up what I'm putting down.
If you want to pay all the bills, you need to have that one word you're scared of, and that is called accountability. You are scared of that word. You got to be accountable enough to look in the mirror and ask yourself, do I look like the type of who should have all her bills paid? And the answer is probably going to be no.
How
A lot
about
of you look like you should be cutting the grass. Like,
why we never seen Timberland in a pair of Timberlands?
Things that make you things that make you go things that make you
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm high.
I'm gonna tell you right now, as a Florida boy, them is uncomfortable, bro. Yeah. No, none of that.
Hey,
them is uncomfortable.
Yes.
It's over. Stop telling me that I need to wear this boot untied.
You want some Skechers?
Untied because it looks cool to New Yorkers. That is uncomfortable. They're called constructions because only wear them doing construction. Can you imagine living a day as a construction worker if you're not a construction worker? What the are you talking about?
How does water get into a coconut? Like, I drink water, right? But a coconut don't drink water.
A few moments later.
The liquid which eventually reaches the coconut is referred to as the endosperm.
What?
This endosperm, now, a part of the endosperm gets converted into a creamy tissue and gets deposited on the coconut.
Hold on, they trying to know. They not doing that. I know they are not doing that right now.
B-Lou, you trying to say I'm drinking dried up nut? Then look, creamy tissue. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
He's drinking cocoa.
No!
Erroneous. Erroneous on both counts.
Y'all take a chill. You need to prove that.
in God, if he is not meant to be with me, let him be with you. Amen.
What is that supposed to mean?
What do you mean? It's just a little prayer.
A prayer?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound very nice.
It's just how I feel, and I feel like God understands. If you're not to be with me, then you can be with him in heaven.
You want me to die?
No.
It
unless you're
sounds
not
like
with me.
that.
Well, I just don't want you to be with anybody else.
So if we break up, you want me to die?
I mean, if that's what the Lord wants,
What the are you talking
I guess
about,
I will have to mourn your death.
So why would I want to be with you if you want me to die?
I only want you to die if you're not with me.
Do you love me?
Yes.
So wouldn't you want me to be happy?
Not if it's not with me.
Who says that?
I'm sure tons of people say that about their partners.
Nobody says that, honey. I'm kind of scared now.
You always become whatever you're fascinated with. And here again, this is the law of mind. If you become fascinated by poverty, you become poor. You become fascinated with sickness and the reports of all kinds of diseases, you will become sick. Whatever you become fascinated with, you'll get it and it'll get you.
Deep.
This is the law of mind and it works with anything. So do not become fascinated with what you do not want. If you want to be wealthy, become fascinated with wealth. Become fascinated with wealthy people. If you want to be successful and prosperous, become fascinated with successful, prosperous people.
Oh, yeah.
And I've always been fascinated with successful, prosperous people. Go to your library, read about successful people. Read about prosperous people. When you read the newspaper, skip over the news about the recession and the depression and read about somebody who just made millions and millions.
That is it.
No one plays the victim better than a woman who knows that she did you dirty. Listen, she'll stir up chaos in your life, and then she'll say that you're the one stressing her out. She'll break your trust, and when you bring it up, she'll call it living in the past. When really, it's her same patterns showing up again and again. She'll tell you that you have negative energy, while she's the one draining you dry with all the lies, the mood swings, and making you feel like you're walking on eggshells. And you know what? When she finally breaks your heart, suddenly she's the one crying, acting like she's hurting just as much because now she has to deal with the mess that she made. And that's the trick, fellas. She flips the story so it looks like both of you are wounded, when in reality, it was her choice. Nobody forced her to disrespect you. Nobody made her betray you. She could have left if she was that unhappy. But instead, she stayed and she did the damage. And then when it's time to face the consequences, she plays the victim. She puts on a show, tears, excuses, and stories. And if you're not careful, you'll start believing it. You'll start thinking that you are the problem. But don't fall for it. She had a choice between protecting your peace or breaking it, and she chose to break it. So don't sit in the audience watching her performance. Cut her role, end the act, and walk back into your peace, guys. Because your peace doesn't need a victim. It needs you. And ladies, we need to do better. Do the work to heal, deal with ourselves, deal with our traumas, because at the end of the day, we can keep saying, men are dogs, men are not good, men are this and men are that. But at the end of the day, if we look back at ourselves and we realize that we only attract the type of people who are a reflection of who we are. So the type of men that you're attracting is saying something about you. So if you keep attracting men who you feel are not good for you, or who are dogs, or who are users, or whatever you want to call them, then you need to look in the mirror. Because that is telling you something about you.
And you know
so
this.
Be very careful, ladies. And guys, cut the script. Don't let her play victim when she was the one that caused the mess.
And then she on that child. My little nephew came in the house the other day. Me and my brother, we were playing pool. He came in. He said, "Hey, Daddy, what's the difference between a hypothetical question and a realistic question?" Well, you know, my brother, he kind of stupid too, you know. Hypothetical. Is that they basically mean the same, but sometimes they be different, you know.
He gets the point.
Is that, for example, go upstairs and ask your mother, will she make love to the mailman for $250,000? My nephew ran upstairs, came back 10 minutes later. He said, "Daddy, Mama said she'll f the mailman, the milkman, and any other man."
Your mom's out.
For $250,000. He said, "Well, I see." He said, "Well, son, go downstairs and ask your sister, will she make love to the next door neighbor for $250,000? He ran downstairs, came back 15 minutes later, and said, "Father, sister said she'll f the next door neighbor, the neighborhood, and the next block for $250,000. My brother looked at me, I looked at him. I said, "Tell him, man, tell him." He said, "Let me tell you something. Son, hypothetically speaking, we should have $500,000. He said, "But realistically speaking, son, we living with two hoes."
Crazy brides are the best. Date one for a year and lose everything. Be a man.
We're gonna do it anyway.